Hi, I'm Kendra. I've spent the last 30 years teaching high school English, which means I can smell a lie from a mile away. My daughter Jennifer married Michael 4 years ago, and I welcomed him into our family with open arms. I even babysit their 2-year-old daughter, Emma, 3 times a week while they're at work. Mom, could you pick up Michael's car from Sparkle Clean today? He dropped it off this morning but has a client meeting until 6, Jennifer asked over the phone. Sure, honey. I'm heading that way to grab groceries anyway. You're a lifesaver. The receipt's in my name since I set up the appointment. Jennifer Lawson. After finishing my errands, I pulled into Sparkle Clean Car Wash, a family business that had been around for decades. The office smelled of pine cleaner and coffee. I'm here to pick up a car for Jennifer Lawson, I said to the middle-aged man behind the counter. He glanced up from his computer. Ah, yes, the blue Audi. Are you Jennifer? No, I'm her mother, Kendra. She asked me to pick it up. You must be the mother-in-law of that young man, then. His tone changed slightly. Give me a second to grab the paperwork. As he shuffled through some files, an older gentleman emerged from the back office. Dad, this is Mrs. Lawson's mother picking up the Audi, the first man explained. The older man, who I assumed was the owner, peered at me with a curious expression. You're Michael's mother-in-law? Yes, that's right. He hesitated, glancing at his son. Could I have a word with you privately, ma'am? His son shot him a warning look. Dad, it's about the car, the older man continued, ignoring his son. Something I think you should know. My stomach tightened. What about the car? The son interjected. It's not our business, Dad. If it were your daughter, wouldn't you want someone to tell you? The older man countered. He turned back to me. When we were detailing the car, we found something in the glove compartment. Women's underwear that wasn't in a package, and hotel receipts. Lots of them, all from the same place, same day of the week. The most recent from yesterday. The son sighed heavily. I told him to just put everything back where he found it. My daughter works Tuesdays, I said automatically, the implication hitting me like a truck. She's never away from Emma overnight. The owner looked at me sympathetically. The receipts were all for Tuesday afternoons, 2 to 5 p.m. Room always paid in cash. There must be some explanation, I murmured, though my teacher's instinct for detecting lies was screaming. We wouldn't normally say anything, but... The owner hesitated. I recognize the name. My niece Lisa works at your daughter's dental practice. The woman he's meeting, she works there too. That's when my world shattered. The assistant hygienist, Vanessa. Pretty, single, 10 years younger than Jennifer. I'd met her at the office Christmas party last year. Mrs. Mason, you don't look well, the owner's son said, concerned. I need to see those receipts. We put everything back. I'm sorry. I took a deep breath. I understand. Thank you for telling me. As I drove Michael's immaculately cleaned car home, my hands shook on the steering wheel. My mind raced with fragments of conversations, all the times Michael had been working late on Tuesdays, all the business trips that seemed to multiply in recent months. My phone rang. It was my best friend, Diane. Kendra? You still coming over for wine night? Diane? My voice cracked. I need your help with something first. You're absolutely sure? Diane asked, pacing around her kitchen as I sat at her table, hands wrapped around a mug of tea I couldn't bring myself to drink. The car wash owner had no reason to lie, I replied, and it explains so much. The late nights, the weekend golf trips that started 6 months ago. What are you going to tell Jennifer? Diane's face was etched with concern. Nothing yet. I need proof first. The doorbell rang. Diane answered it, returning with our mutual friend Patrick, a retired detective who'd helped Diane through her own divorce years ago. Kendra, I'm so sorry about the situation, Patrick said, sitting across from me. Diane gave me the basics. How can I help? I need to know for certain before I tell my daughter her husband is cheating, I explained. I can't destroy her family on the word of a car wash owner. Patrick nodded thoughtfully. Smart. We need documentation. Something concrete. Like The hotel receipts the owner mentioned? Diane suggested. Better, Patrick replied. What's Michael's routine on Tuesdays? I thought carefully. He claims to have client meetings until 6, then goes straight home. Jennifer works 9 to 5 at the dental practice. With this Vanessa woman, Patrick confirmed. Yes, I said bitterly. Vanessa Parker. According to the car wash owner, she leaves early on Tuesdays for doctor appointments. Patrick pulled out his phone and made notes. And you're watching Emma those days? Until Jennifer picks her up around 5:30. We were interrupted by another knock. It was Carol, my neighbor and Jennifer's godmother, who Diane had also called. I came as soon as I heard, Carol said, hugging me tightly. That no-good son of a... We don't know for sure yet. I cut her off, though her anger mirrored the fire building inside me. Oh, please, Carol scoffed. I never trusted him. Remember when he lost his wedding ring last year and had to buy a new one? Then suddenly found the old one and returned the new one? Patrick raised an eyebrow. Interesting. What about his phone? Diane suggested. Could we check it? He guards that thing like Fort Knox, I replied. Even Jennifer jokes about it. What about the car's GPS? Patrick asked. Most newer models store location history. A light bulb went off. I still have his car. It's parked outside. Patrick smiled. Let's take a look. 20 minutes later, we were huddled around Michael's car. Patrick navigated through the infotainment system to the location history. There it is, he said solemnly. The Parkview Hotel? Every Tuesday for the past 4 months, 2:15 to 4:45 p.m. My hands trembled as I took photos of the screen with my phone. That lying, cheating, Carol began. We need more, I interrupted. I want to be absolutely certain. I know the manager at Parkview, Patrick said. Let me make a call. While Patrick stepped away to call his contact, a text from Jennifer lit up my phone. Mom, is everything okay with Michael's car? What do I say? I asked, showing Diane the message. The truth about the car, she advised. Nothing else yet. I texted back. Car is fine. Running a few errands. Home soon. This is going to destroy her, I whispered, tears finally breaking through. Patrick returned, his expression grim. My contact confirmed it. Room 212 every Tuesday, paid in cash. Registered to a Mike Smith. How original, Carol muttered. What now? I asked, voice hollow. Now, Patrick said firmly. We plan how to tell Jennifer, and how to ensure Michael faces consequences. Tuesday afternoon found me sitting in Diane's car across from the Parkview Hotel. We'd been there since 2 p.m., and at exactly 2:17, Michael's other car, the company sedan Jennifer never drove, pulled into the parking lot. That's him, I whispered unnecessarily. And there she is. Diane pointed as Vanessa's red compact parked 3 spaces away. We watched as they entered separately but met in the lobby, Michael's hand briefly touching the small of her back as they walked to the elevator. I'm going to be sick, I muttered. Remember the plan, Diane said firmly. Patrick is upstairs with the hotel manager. Carol's keeping Jennifer occupied with a fake emergency at her house. When Patrick texts, we go up. My phone pinged 20 minutes later. They're in room 212? Manager has provided access to 214 for audio recording. Diane squeezed my hand. Ready? The next 30 minutes were a blur of activity. Patrick recording the unmistakable sounds from the adjoining room. The manager using his key to open 212. The look of utter shock on Michael's face when I walked in behind them. Kendra! He gasped, clutching the sheet to his chest while Vanessa scrambled to cover herself. What the hell? Hello, Michael, I said, surprised by how steady my voice remained. Busy day at the office? This isn't what it looks like, he stammered. Vanessa had enough sense to stay silent, her face ashen. Really? I arched an eyebrow. Because it looks exactly like you're cheating on my daughter with her coworker while I babysit your child. Please, Kendra, Michael pleaded. Let me explain. This is just... It doesn't mean anything. That somehow makes it worse, I replied coldly. The hotel manager cleared his throat awkwardly. Sir, I'll need you to vacate the room immediately. We don't condone this kind of activity. You've been doing this for months, I continued as they hurriedly dressed. Every Tuesday. How many other days? How many other women? It's just been Vanessa, Michael insisted. And it's not what you think. Jennifer and I have been having problems. Don't you dare blame my daughter, I hissed, fury rising. She works full-time, raises your child, and thinks you hang the moon. Mrs. Mason, Vanessa finally spoke, her voice small. I'm so sorry. I never meant... Save it, I cut her off. You've been looking my daughter in the eye every day while sleeping with her husband. I don't want to hear your apologies. Michael approached me, fully dressed now, but still disheveled. Kendra, please. Don't tell Jennifer. I'll end it with Vanessa, I swear. I love Jennifer and Emma. You have a funny way of showing it. I made a mistake, he begged. People make mistakes. I'll do anything, counseling, whatever it takes. I looked at him, this man I'd welcomed into our family. No, Michael, this wasn't a mistake. A mistake is forgetting an anniversary. This was a deliberate choice you made every Tuesday for months. What do you want from me? His tone changed, hardening. Money? Is that it? Patrick stepped forward. Careful, Michael. I'm recording this conversation. Michael's eyes narrowed. You can't do that. It's illegal. Actually, Patrick replied calmly. In this state, single-party consent is all that's required. I'm a former police detective, so I know the law quite well. Michael's face contorted with rage. This is blackmail! You're trying to ruin me! You've done that all on your own, I responded. If you tell Jennifer, Michael threatened, grabbing my arm, I'll make sure you never see Emma again. That's when something inside me snapped. Remove your hand, I said quietly, or the assault charge will be added to the restraining order. Michael released me, taking a step back. You're bluffing. Patrick held up his phone. Threat to withhold visitation rights from grandmother, recorded. Physical intimidation, recorded. Hotel manager as witness. The manager nodded solemnly. I've already called security. Michael's face drained of color. This is insane, you can't... Oh, but I can, I interrupted. And I have... Just then the door opened. Jennifer stood there, Carol behind her with an apologetic expression. She insisted on coming, Carol explained. Mom, what's going on? Jennifer asked, her eyes moving from me to Michael to Vanessa, comprehension slowly dawning. Michael? Jenny, baby, it's not... Michael started. Don't. Jennifer cut him off, voice breaking. Just don't. What followed was the hardest hour of my life, watching my daughter's world collapse as the full truth emerged. By evening, Michael had been escorted from their home. A temporary restraining order had been filed based on his physical intimidation at the hotel, and Jennifer and Emma were staying at my house. 3 months later, we sat in the courtroom as the judge finalized the divorce terms. In light of the documented infidelity and the threatening behavior exhibited by Mr. Lawson, the judge announced, primary custody of Emma Lawson is awarded to Mrs. Jennifer Lawson, with Mr. Lawson granted supervised visitation twice monthly. Michael sat stiffly beside his lawyer, glaring at me across the courtroom. Outside, he approached us one last time. Jennifer, please. I've changed. I'm in therapy. Give me another chance. No, Jennifer said simply. We're done. Kendra, he turned to me desperately. Tell her people deserve second chances. I looked at him coldly. Not all people. Not for all things. As we walked away, Jennifer squeezed my hand. How did I not see it? Because you trusted him, I replied. That's not your fault. At home that evening, our support system gathered. Diane, Patrick, Carol, and my sister Marianne, who had flown in for the court date. To new beginnings, Diane toasted, raising her glass. And to those who have our backs, Jennifer added, smiling at me through tears. Later, as I tucked Emma into bed, she asked innocently, Grandma, why doesn't Daddy live with us anymore? I sat beside her, choosing my words carefully. Sometimes grown-ups make choices that mean they can't live together anymore. but your mommy and I and all your aunties and uncles love you very much. And Daddy? Your daddy loves you too, in his way, I replied, the words difficult but necessary. You'll see him sometimes, but you'll live with Mommy and visit me just like before. After she fell asleep, I found Jennifer on the porch swing. I keep thinking about what I missed, she said softly. Don't do that to yourself, I advised, sitting beside her. Look forward, not back. She leaned her head on my shoulder. I'm so glad you were there for me, Mom. For us. I wrapped my arm around her. Always. As the stars appeared above us, I reflected on the past few months. The pain, the rage, the heartbreak, but also the strength, the support, the justice. Some might call what I did revenge, but I saw it differently. I simply made sure the truth came to light and the consequences followed naturally. Mom? Jennifer broke the silence. I've been offered a partnership at a new practice. It would mean moving to Portland. That's wonderful, honey. Would you? She hesitated. Would you consider coming with us? Starting fresh somewhere new? I smiled, feeling for the first time in months that the future held promise rather than pain. I'd like that very much. Have you ever had to be the bearer of difficult truths? Would you have done anything differently in my position? Let me know in the comments. And don't forget to like and subscribe for more stories of family, truth, and justice.